And we are here with the lovely Toby Kebbell, star of Wrath of the Titans.
You're very kind, yeah. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm brilliant.
Good.
Now, this film, it sounds so glamorous. I mean, it's an epic story. There's incredible action, amazing special effects. You play a demigod, Greek mythology, and yet it seems like the least glamorous thing in the world. Wandering around covered in blood and dirt in Wales in a skirt.
With a beard.
Nice.
And a wig.
How was it for you?
It was excellent fun, by the way. You know, I do actually truly love my job. You know, saying it's hard work is like saying you know 50s are too big for your wallet. You know, it's not a
First world problems.
It's not a hard problem. But yeah, no, Wales was specifically cold, and then I was literally in my underpants and a sort of face wrap covered in mud.
This was for the film. This wasn't.
This was for the film.
Okay,
this wasn't my leisure time. Yeah, no, I don't walk about the Welsh mountains in my underpants. Well, I do, but only when I'm being paid.
Okay. Just a tip for fans. But I hear you actually really throw yourself into the dirty work. I mean, Is it true your stuntman is threatening to take credit for your work?
He is, bless him. Yeah, he was like, well, I said I'll do it, and he, you know, because you come up with an idea, and then everyone's like, yeah, no, it's brilliant if you can do it, and I was like, yeah, I'm happy to do it. One example is the final battle. I've sort of run out of the trenches. 5 stunts go off to my right hand side. Then I run up a post, slash a beast in the throat, and then 2 other stunts go off, and they were like, yeah, it sounds good. And I was like, well, I'll do it. I'll give it a go. And I did it so well. My stuntman's a good bloke. He said, you know, the beauty of it is, man, I'm going to put that on my show reel, and no one will know any difference. So yeah.
But I hear everyone is taking it quite seriously. I mean, in it, your character has a fight with the god of war. I hear he got quite involved in that fight. Is that true?
Do you know what? In the actual film, our fight is literally me getting beaten. But in the filming process, there was a scene that we shot for 4.5, maybe 6 hours, where Mr. Edgar Ramirez and his bulky self was using his hammer of godly war to beat my sword. And I was holding him up. I was trying to lift him up. So for hours on end, I was lifting up the 13 stone of Edgar Ramirez. But they didn't put it in the film, so that was kind of them.
So you just wasted all your incredible strength.
Yeah, that's my incredible strength. Yes, I did. I wasted my incredible strength. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's been an amazing couple of years for you, and you've done some, you know, really diverse
lucky,
projects. I mean, Rock and Roll was amazing. I mean, you just did Warhorse, then there was Prince of Persia. I mean, how do you go about choosing your projects at this stage?
I only choose things that I feel like, you know, to create a character, you just exaggerate those bits of yourself, you know. So for this, to play the godly...
cross-dressing?
Yeah, I exaggerated my cross-dressing tendencies. I mean, truth be told, when I was little in school, I was a young Catholic boy in Holy Trinity RC primary school. And on the charity day, me and Ben Roach, we put on dresses. I enjoyed it, man. Even back then, I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good fun. So, yes, you enhance that. So for this, playing a demigod, you just enhance your already fevered ego and have a stab at it. So I choose them really for literally what I feel like I can accomplish with them.
And Guy Ritchie is after coming out and saying, you know, he'd be vaguely interested in doing a Rock and Roller too.
Has he?
Have you heard anything? No.
I haven't heard a damn word. No. I hope he would. I really hope he would. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'd love to go in and, you know, have another stab at that.
And we would love to see you. And finally, can you tell us a little bit about your role in The East that's coming up with Ellen Page and Alexander Skarsgård? It sounds amazing.
Yeah. Well, I play a doctor whose name is Thomas, and he is ailing from a pharmaceutical he prescribed himself and his sister when he was an aid worker in Africa as an anti-malarial. And he gave it to his sister. She contracted a condition known as protopagnosia, or prosopagnosia as the Americans pronounce it.
I'm very impressed you got your tongue around that one.
Yeah, and it's a syndrome normally associated with head trauma, you know, heavy car crashes, etc. And it's a condition where you don't recognise your own face in the mirror anymore. But she got it as a side effect. Now, they thought it was either genetic or, you know, associated with head trauma, but actually it turns out that it can be a side effect of a drug. But they did create their own Latin name for it, so there was no suing process available. So just my, literally a very small part of the film, but my task in that is to give it to the drug company if it's so perfectly safe.
Sounds like a very complex project. We're really looking forward to it. And are you wearing trousers in this one?
I am.
Oh, sad.
Often.
Toby, absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much, you too.